The story began in Savannah, Georgia, on a warm June evening when 32-year-old rideshare driver Kayla Morris accepted her final trip of the night. It was 11:58 p.m. She texted her sister, "One more ride, then I'm heading home." She never made it. Her last passenger request came from a quiet neighborhood near the marshes, a place locals rarely visited after dark. Doorbell camera footage from a nearby house shows Kayla's car driving down the street, but the passenger who gets in is only visible for a split second. A tall figure wearing a hood, head down, hands in pockets, and no face visible. The ride was supposed to last 14 minutes, but at 12:11 a.m., Kayla's GPS suddenly rerouted to a desolate dirt road near the swamplands, an area with no houses, no traffic, and barely any cell signal. At 12:17 a.m., her car came to a complete stop, then her app disconnected. The next morning, police found Kayla's car partially submerged in a shallow marsh. The driver's door was open, mud sprayed across the inside, and her phone was missing. Her keys were still in the ignition, twisted hard to the right as if she tried to restart the engine in a panic. But Kayla was gone. Detectives searched the marshes but found only one clue: a single shoe stuck in the mud about 20 feet from the car. It was Kayla's, but right next to it was another shoe print, large, heavy, and police quickly noticed something bizarre. The tread wasn't flat. It had a strange cross-hatched pattern, almost like industrial footwear. When investigators pulled Kayla's ride history, they discovered her last trip had been requested using a stolen phone from a robbery that happened 5 days earlier. The account didn't match the person in the doorbell footage. Someone knew how to mask their identity, and someone intentionally lured her. The case exploded online when police released the dashcam footage from her car. Most of it was fogged with moisture and marshlight, but one detail sent shivers across the internet. Right as the passenger got in, Kayla softly said, "Hi, where are we headed tonight?" The passenger leaned forward and in a low, calm voice whispered, "You already know." The rest of the recording was static until a scream cut off abruptly. 2 days later, hikers 5 miles from the marsh reported seeing a man wandering the woods wearing a soaked hooded jacket, carrying a woman's backpack. When they called out to him, he ran into the trees. When police searched the area, they found a campsite hidden beneath branches and camouflage netting. Inside was a pile of women's wallets, phones, and IDs from several counties. Among them was Kayla's phone, screen shattered, but still clutching a bit of battery. Forensics recovered a video taken at 12:19 a.m. the night she disappeared. Kayla was running through the marsh, breath shaking, calling for help. The camera was bouncing wildly, and behind her, a man's voice echoed through the reeds, "You shouldn't have looked back." The video ends with Kayla falling, the camera sliding in the mud, and boots approaching, those same cross-hatched industrial soles. Detectives now believe the suspect is responsible for multiple unsolved disappearances of rideshare drivers across Georgia and South Carolina, drivers who all vanished after accepting late-night trips from stolen phones. The marsh area is massive. Miles of tall grass, water channels, and abandoned hunting sheds. Local fishermen report hearing screams echo across the water late at night, but the sound carries strangely in the marshlands, making it impossible to know where it's coming from. Kayla Morris has never been found, but 3 months after her disappearance, a final chilling clue surfaced. A driver in Jacksonville, Florida, 4 hours south, received a request from a newly created rideshare account. When he pulled up, the passenger approached the car wearing wet boots, a hooded jacket, and a backpack that didn't belong to him. The driver said something felt off and canceled the ride. Before he drove away, the hooded man tapped the window and said, "You're not the one I'm looking for."